singing. I sing in a barbershop quartet. So I've been doing it for 30 years. I was working on music on the way to work today. It was my stepmom, of all people, one day when I made the suggestion about going to get a PhD. And while most of my family didn't think it was necessary to go into debt to get a PhD, it was my stepmother who said, the time is going to pass anyway. You might as well make yourself better. Probably the best decision I ever made was to finish my PhD. It has been my career for the last 25 years. This week, a focus on the deliverable and not on the journey. I know we spend all our time as teachers telling you focus on the journey of your degree. When you get out in the real world, there really isn't a 3 or 4 year journey in your degree. You're now in a job. So focus on the deliverable. I actually teach this in one of my classes. There's a step process to it. The first one is basically you can look at somebody who is, if you want to be an internal climber, so they want to get a promotion at work, you need to show that, first of all, you've developed some new skills. Second of all, those skills have actually added value to your company. And third, you've been able to apply the value to the company and show statistical evidence of increased value. Doing those 3 things will definitely get you basically what we call leverage. You now have leverage. You're becoming invaluable, or at least valuable, to the company, and replacing you becomes a much more challenging task. Yet I looked at a couple of projects that I have in my class, so you could actually improve that by making it really a market entry strategy, which is something you could actually show your boss at work. It meets all the requirements that I have, which is to explain the competition. But that's a good way to take an extra step and make it something that a marketing manager might see at a company. So learning it builds knowledge is what you would do in Excel. You could put the numbers, you could put it in Excel, it would spit out a number. You would have the right answer. And 15 years ago, you would pass a class. Now you're going to get to that point, and I'm going to say, what does that number tell you about the balance sheet? And how is that going to affect your future expansion? Or should this landscape company continue to go down this path, given that this is what the return on investment is? Yeah, so be present. Don't be omnipresent. So be present. So show your work. Don't take overt credit for it. Maybe show your work, have your name attached to it. One of my biggest things I like to do is I like to credit people for their work. And what you'll find is that eventually people will start doing the same. It becomes a habit around your department that you credit people for each of the good stuff they do. Never mention the good stuff you do, but they will. So you start mentioning the good stuff they're doing. I had this conversation about a week ago with a student. They were talking about they had their degree, but they weren't sure what to tell their employer now that they finished it because they wanted to, ask for a raise. I told them not to focus on the fact that they had their degree, but what it took for them to get the degree. The discipline, the focus, it took this person 5 years to finish their degree. So they were very driven to do it. And then apply that to some of the jobs that they've recently done at their current job, where they were focused, they were driven. I said, so take the fact that you're disciplined and focused and show that to your boss, and you use that as the starting point for discussion of the value that you bring to the company. 2 things that came up when I was doing that. I got to pull them up because one of them I didn't even know, which was on me, right? But I was not aware that the curriculum is based on job posts. I've taught multiple classes at Nexford. All of them are state-of-the-art modern things. Business in China, business in India, blockchain. But I didn't realize that the ideas for those classes actually came from a bunch of job posts because Nexford is trying to provide education for the jobs that are out there. And that's the future. It's like saying you can't use the internet. I mean, it's just not going to happen. The fact that they embrace AI, I definitely embrace AI. I use it in my class all the time. That definitely makes it something you can use nowadays. Time management. Ability to answer the question from a business perspective. Thinking that money is going to cure the underlying problem. your to-do list. They're written down. They can't be in your head. It won't get done. Embrace new technology. Be at the beginning of it. Always look for opportunities to add value to your company. And it is possible to work too much. Balance it out. I'm a hard work guy.